Hi, my name is Jan and I'm working on Blow and Fly. It's a 2D platformer in which a blowfish really needs to get into a toilet bowl for reasons I certainly have never mentioned before. And another thing that I still haven't mentioned is that this game is heavily inspired by one of my favorite games of all times, Spewer by Edmund Macmillan. In this game you first eat stuff and then puke and fly away. In my game, the corresponding mechanic is landing on the floor to restore some water and then blowing it out of your mouth to move around. At some point I wanted to try to add more characters to my game, characters that would be able to move differently and complete levels in their own ways. One of the ideas was to make a character that would be able to move as if it had a jetpack, and it felt very similar to the Spewer I mentioned before. This, however, was a completely broken character, so I decided to move on to something else. So another character was able to spawn platforms in front of itself and they would catapult it around. However, this mechanic was basically the same as jumping around, but for some reason delayed. Now, it wasn't completely worthless, at least I managed to have some fun with it. And what's even more important, it inspired me to make static jump pads on the floor. Later, this gameplay element became the focal point of the second zone in the game. But in the beginning it took me a very long time to figure out how to make them work. To be honest, they still don't always function the way that I want them to, but they are fun to use. For example, since the game is so heavily reliant on physics and momentum, if you manage to stay on a jump pad, you'll keep jumping higher and higher. And for that reason I made it possible to scale the jump pads, to make them either bigger or smaller, depending on what I want to achieve with them. Oh, and the very first level I made with the help of the jump pads was something like a don't move level from Happy Wheels. Leave a like if you remember this game. This level was just too stupid to be in the main game, so it became the first secret level in Blow and Fly. And if you enjoy searching for secrets, consider supporting me on Patreon. It's a really good way to get behind the scenes of how I'm making Blow and Fly and other projects, and there I share some things that aren't available anywhere else. И не такого кринжа видали. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.